Every entrepreneur has one. The moment you decide to start your own business, your story begins. And if you're like most business owners, your plan and your reality can end up being miles apart. Welcome to PTC TV and our series entitled The Journey. Each week, we will be talking to business owners about their business journey. Our hope is that by sharing these stories, others may find understanding, inspiration, and the will to succeed. So let me ask you, what's your story? Welcome to The Journey, brought to you by Pull the Shoot. And today it's being sponsored by Network in Action. We're very excited for that to happen today. We're at the Executive Brand Growth Studios. Thanks to John and DJ for hosting us. And today I am sitting here with Kiki Petty. She is a health coach, and something that just excites me to even talk to her about, because I do a lot of business coaching, but there's a whole different aspect that involves health. And my theory is if you're not healthy, taking care of yourself, then your business can't be healthy, is one of the things that I always think about. So Kiki, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
So tell us a little bit about you before we get started. How did you start things? And then we'll kind of jump into what you do. But I just want to know a little bit about how did you get to where you're at?
Absolutely. Well, I'm a wife and mom of three. So for many years in my career was marketing, advertising, communications, sales. I published a magazine for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
So I owned a franchise. And in 2018, when my youngest daughter was born, I decided to become a stay-at-home mom.
Okay.
So did that for a little while, and then a total change of life, I became a health coach. And there is a story there. So that's kind of a little bit about me.
That's
up
crazy.
to that point.
All right. And so we're in Gallatin. You live in the Gallatinville area?
I live in Hendersonville.
In Hendersonville.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. So you decided to become a health coach in 2018. What sparked that whole idea?
That profession or career was never something I had on my radar. Probably because I was very obese for about 16 years. I'm like, really? Yes. I was at least 50 to 100 pounds more than what you see right now for that length of time. So I had a lot of struggle in my own health. I'm definitely what I would consider a sugar addict, emotional eating, binge eating. And I just really was stuck in a lot of unhealthy habits for many, many years. Basically, my health coaching found me. It is a true passion and calling that I feel like God put in my life at the perfect time. Basically in 2020, I had seen a friend of mine that used to work for me for my magazine, and she had lost 83 pounds. Okay. And she had posted on Facebook. So I reached out, and I thinking I was just going to do my annual diet, because I was very much a yo-yo dieter, always looking for the quick fix, right? So I reached out to her, and I asked her, what is this? You've lost 83 pounds. So she and I had a phone conversation. I had never heard of this program. I was super intrigued, and I just went for it. So the timing could not have been better. March 1st of 2020.
Okay.
Literally, I started this new phase of my life right as the world shut down. And I feel like that was great timing, because I know many people that just sat at home and their habits kind of got worse, right? The drinking and the eating, and understandably, we were all under such a odd time of
Wasn't
life.
it?
So I started this path. The health coaching part of it really just came about very organically. Okay. I immediately started to feel wonderful, had great energy. I was losing the weight. Usually when I had been on any other program, I was that hangry dieter, kind of miserable, hating life. But this, I felt so good. And I just was, my family was just amazed. And so really from there, my mom, who at the time was 71, always had health challenges with her weight, particularly. She wanted to do this. My sister, she wanted to do it. Her husband, my best friend. And I decided to pay this gift forward and start linking arms with my family and my friends, just so that we could help each other be accountable. And honestly, from there, it has grown tremendously. I love what I do. I now coach hundreds and hundreds of people. I
awesome.
also help people start their own health coaching businesses. So that is another avenue of kind of bringing my past career into what I do now. So I help people one-on-one, and I also help them create their own health coaching practices.
Wow. So like there's so many things that I want to unpack.
Yeah. And I know I just gave you a lot.
Yeah,
right? So please ask away.
So I guess the first thing is, and you said that it helped you feel better, but overall, I mean, losing that much weight, it has to feel just incredible to just be able to walk normally and run normally and play with the kids normally, I would think, right? All that. On top of what other kind of health issues were you running into?
Oh, yes. So I'm really glad you asked that, because for so many people, what you see is a unhealthy body, but what you don't see is what they're experiencing every day. So for me, I had been on a prescription for GERD, so gastric reflux. And I'd been on that for like 20 years. It didn't really work. I was still popping the Tums every day, very painful. I also had terrible migraines. So from previously in my career and then becoming a stay-at-home mom, I mean, you can't be down for the count for 2-3 days with the migraine without it really affecting your quality of life. I also have terrible knees. They're rehabbing, but a lot of extra weight for many years. The inflammation just really wreaked havoc. Couldn't be active even if I wanted to, because I would get very inflamed and then that would just lay me down for days or weeks. So all of that has been very much changed for the better. So I honestly, within a week of starting my program, I was off of that Protonix, the GERD medication.
I know Protonix well.
I don't need any Tums. Of course, the pressure, for every 1 pound of weight that you lose, you decrease 4 pounds of pressure off of your knees.
Wow.
And that's actually 6 pounds off of your hips for every 1 pound loss. So I lost 71 pounds. And that took me 7 months to do. So the weight loss was, it started right away. I felt incredible. My energy level was just increased tremendously from, honestly, the first week of being on my plan.
Okay, so let's talk about the program.
Yes,
a little
absolutely.
bit. What is that involved, and what does that mean?
So I am a certified Optavia health coach. So Optavia is the company that I've partnered with and the program that I did that I coach. So Optavia has been around for many, many years. We are a total holistic approach. So this is not just about what you eat. Health truly is about all of your habits. And there's so many areas of health that we really work on. So with Optavia, you get a one-on-one personal health coach. And that's me if I'm your coach. I am not going to be the food police. I don't micromanage anybody. But what my role is to guide, cheerlead, provide support. And the missing component for me so many years of trying different things was accountability. So that's really what the coach does. So then from there, we have a whole system. It's called the Habits of Health Transformational System. We are working on micro habits. So little things that we can implement in your day-to-day life, giving you some wins, right? And then as you start to stack habits, it just creates that change. And we're really working towards lifelong transformation. So a healthy lifestyle, balance is the goal. And so the first couple of habits that I work on with my clients are nutrition and hydration. But from there, our system includes so much great information, science-based, just excellent learning about yourself, and in areas of sleep, environment, stress management, of course, your eating and drinking habits, your motion. And so I, as a coach, work with my clients to create new healthy habits in all of those areas. We also have a nutrition component. So for very busy people, especially business owners, I do work and coach a lot of business owners because I understand exactly what you kicked us off with. It is imperative that you have a system that's simple to follow. So our nutrition component includes meal replacements, and they are top grade nutrition in compact format. So perfect for on-the-go busy people, bars, shakes, crunchers. There's a huge variety, and they're clean label. So that means no artificial ingredients, no preservatives. There's no artificial sweeteners. They contain all the vitamins and minerals that you need in your day and a proprietary probiotic. So for a busy entrepreneur that needs to maybe just, they're at a healthy weight, but they want to maintain where they're at and create healthy habits, our nutrition component can just kind of keep them well fed as they're on the go. But most people do join me in a need for weight loss, and we start there. The coaching does not end at your goal weight. So we work through phases. So I work with my clients to get them to their healthy weight, transition back to, all the whole foods that we need to have that healthy, balanced diet. And then beyond that, we work on optimal health. So, and this is the really cool part. So yes, I have been 71 pounds down for over 3 years now, but it's not, my journey is not done. I am learning to create new healthy habits that will help me have the energy I need to, I'm a midlife woman at this point. So things change in your body. And, with my kids still being young, I need the energy. So I'm working on habits now that can help me create the longest life possible, feeling as good as I can. And I love helping my clients achieve whatever their goals are.
That's great. So when your client, I got like a zillion other questions going in my head, but and we may not get to all of them. But when your clients come to you, does everyone kind of follow the similar routine, or do you customize some things based on what you see or what you've learned or things of that nature?
So my program has 13 different variations. Okay. So we do a health assessment with every potential client. So I have an online form. It's super simple. They can fill that out. I look over it, and then we have a conversation. And so I'm looking for, what are their goals? Everybody is different. Their health background, their health challenges, what they want to accomplish is different. So then I'm going to recommend which program might be the best fit. But it's their choice. There are variations. We have a program specific for type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, gout, elderly, nursing moms, teens, very active people, because I actually coach quite a few people that are really into CrossFit. It's you'd think, oh, I'm extremely active, but there's people that still need to lose weight while they're, very active in their exercise. So we will put them with the right plan for them and then move on from there. That's great. So you said you've been doing this for 3 years. How did you stop the yo-yo dieting? We all have gone through it, I'm sure. So how does this program stop that? I am so glad you asked that, because the final component that I didn't touch upon is so key. Community. So for me, I did not realize how often I dieted in the dark. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to lose this weight. I'm not going to tell anybody about it, because what if I fail? Or what if I want to cheat? And I don't want people to know, right? So when I am in community, and that means connecting with my coach, but it also means a greater Optavia community. So my company is very good about supporting community. We have a weekly Zoom call with hundreds of clients who get together online and can really connect in community. You don't feel alone on your journey. We have a very active Facebook group that we're in. So for me, it's the accountability of my coach, my greater community, and then the final component for me has been paying it forward. I have clients who look to me for inspiration and support. I can't go and binge eat, on the weekend and gain back weight. And I don't want to do that for me either. But I certainly don't want to lead people along and then completely just forget about them and go back to unhealthy habits. Not saying I haven't had moments of, weakness. We
Right,
are
sure.
human. And that is part of this coaching, that nobody's perfect. Our system is there to support you through the good, the bad, the ugly, but we all kind of come back to center. So for me, it's the coaching community, my clients, and my greater Optavia community that has kept me healthy.
That's great. So in the beginning, you mentioned your mom, 71 at the time. How has the program worked for her? And is it a different type of program because she's a more elderly,
Right.
as you said, midlife, your body starts to change, things of that nature. I would imagine there's adjustments that have to happen. So tell me a little bit about that.
So yes, actually my mom is in town visiting me this week.
Right.
So she lost 56 pounds,
Wow.
Which one of we call them non-scale victories that we celebrate. That's another part of our culture. We celebrate both scale and non-scale wins. So when my mom lost her weight, I'll never forget, I cried.
Aww.
She said, I feel like I can just fly up the stairs now. To
That's
have my
great.
mom gain back mobility
Right.
that she desperately needed to be able to just function, that's very heartwarming. So the program that my mom did actually is the same one that I did to lose my 71
Okay.
pounds. So based on where she was when she came into the program, that was a good fit for her.
Okay.
It depends on, for older people, there is a different version, but we let them be the one to decide that. We also have documentation that our clients can provide to their healthcare provider
Okay.
if there are health considerations. So
Okay.
we often say, this is what we recommend, but it's up to you to decide what you would like to do. And some people are like, I'm ready to take on this. And other people say, yeah, I want to check with my specialist
Right.
or whatever. So
Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. So this has been quite the journey for you. You obviously are very passionate about it.
Yes.
You can hear it come through. What's the plan going forward for you? I mean, how do you want to continue to do this, or what's the plan?
Well, this business has completely taken me by surprise. Like, I thought I would be staying at home with my kids and living that, stay-at-home mom life,
Right,
which
yeah.
honestly is the hardest job in the world.
Right.
But I have ignited a new passion within me that I can't ignore. So my plan moving forward is to continue helping as many people as I can. I get filled in my soul daily when I get texts and calls from my clients, just feeling their best and winning in these
Yeah.
areas of life. So I want to continue coaching clients.
Okay.
And I love helping people create opportunity and options in their own life. Right now in the economy we're in, to earn a few hundred extra dollars a month is a game changer for a lot of families. So to help people get healthy and provide financial options, that is so fulfilling. So I love coaching people as
Right.
business in the business component, and I love coaching people in their health.
That's
I want to
amazing.
keep doing that.
Awesome. So Kiki, if people want to get a hold of you and learn more about what you do, how can they do that?
I am on Facebook. It's Kiki Petty. That's my name,
Okay.
KIKIPETTY. And on Instagram, so at Kiki Petty. I have all of my profiles public. I have links in my bio for my health assessment, so they can click on that and just fill out their information, and I'll get back with them and we can connect.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Well, I'm sure we could have keep talking longer, but time is kind of slipping away here on us. But thank you so much for sharing your
Thank
passion,
you.
your story. I find that amazing. And again, I just feel like when I'm coaching companies, I'm always worried about the owner and their health habits because they have a tendency to, work 80 hours a week and not worry about anything else. And,
Absolutely.
And how can they think clearly? How can they react and respond to things when they feel miserable half the time?
The mental focus and clarity and energy gained through working on your health will pay you dividends.
Yeah.
It will pay you real money,
Yeah.
and it will pay you in so many other ways to get this in check.
That's great.
And you're
Awesome.
not that far off.
Well, Kiki, thanks again to all our viewers out there. Thank you for watching. We always enjoy that you are part of this whole process, and we're excited that you can be part of the community here and just share in their stories. So once again, Kiki, thanks for doing that. Until we meet again, stay safe and be healthy.